So the US stock market had its biggest day yesterday, April 9th, 2025. And were you a panicking? Were you a person that got out of the market because you thought that it was just plummeting and you thought there was no end in sight? It was just going to keep going down further and further. To be honest, I was feeling that. I even looked into it a little bit. Like, do I need to be smart about this? Do I need to reach out and maybe pull some things back? But I had to reassure myself, and I'm sure a lot of people out there felt that same way. You got to hold the line. You got to hold the line. You got to know when to put to bounce back out, and you got to know when to stay in. And I think right now, this administration, it is thinking long game, and I don't think anybody should be a person that panics because things like yesterday can happen. They were heavily influenced by Trump announcing they were going to do a 90-day pause on tariffs for the rest of the world. Besides China, the tariffs are in effect hugely still on China, and they're going to stay that way. And was that a big mistake by China? My name is Brandon Fogel. This is Evolution. Let's dive into it. So there are a lot of things that happened yesterday. I really was not watching the market. I'm trying not to watch any of my accounts go up or down. Because if you are, unless you're like a stockbroker, that is what you live and breathe, it isn't the best mental mind game to be looking at your bank account and your stocks go up and down. It doesn't feel good. I guess it feels good when your stocks are going up, but when they're going down and when I guess I should start it off with this. I'm not a person to take financial advice from. So I'm not a financial advisor. And anytime that I have tried to make some money in whatever it is, stocks or whatever, I come out very poorly. And that's why I have made it my goal to let others handle that, let others make the right decisions, people that do it for a living. Because it is so easy to just freak out when you see the market plummeting. And also, I've always wanted to try to get rich quick, try to make some money quick, and try to get those, and try to forecast what this penny stock out there is going to do, the pink sheets. Is it going to make me some money? I did that for a while, and that was a huge mistake. Some people can get lucky, and some people are like Bradley Cooper. You're taking that limitless pill, and you're able just to know exactly what the market's going to do based on history, based on the statistics, what's going on. But most people don't have that. Most people don't got the time of day. And I found that every time that I tried to throw money into, I think this is the next big deal. This is the next thing. Man, I come out looking pretty bad to myself. I don't really share it with anybody. I don't tell anybody about it, except for now, except for you. You all know about it. But no one else knows. I don't even tell my wife about it, really. I try not to tell her anything about it. I only tell her good news. If there's good news, I tell her. If there's bad news, I keep it to myself. And it's not even fun to talk financial stuff ever with your spouse. I don't think it's ever a good idea. I learned that from Michael Scott. You don't talk financial stuff. It does not take you in the right direction. It does not end up favorably for you. So just stay away from finances, stay away from money, especially in that personal life with your significant other. But maybe you are a person that is able to read the tea leaves, and you know what's gonna be gold, and you know what's gonna make bank, as opposed to someone else. But the regular Joe out there, I don't think you do. The regular person out there that doesn't do it for a living, But is there any, even the stockbrokers, do they know what's going to go on? The people that are on Wall Street, do they really know what's going to happen? Or are they just playing a game? Are they just every day going into a casino and they don't know what's going to happen either? They're reading the headlines. I think they're just looking to the right and to the left and see what everybody else is doing. But when some news comes out, like Trump announced that there's going to be a pause, everybody reacts instantly. But it's not to say that this is not going to have huge ramifications for the future of our country. Because Trump, he paused the tariffs for 90 days for everyone else, but he left that 10% on there for everyone. And everybody just kind of goes past that. He made some headway, and he made it so everybody's going to come to the table now and renegotiate where we stand with each country. And he's made it clear that we will not play soft anymore. We're going to play hardball with everyone. And the rest of the world, besides China, reacted the smart way. And this, I would say, is going to be a huge problem for China in going forward. If your stock portfolio was in China, I would say get out. I would say get out of that. But I'm the person, I've just said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I have no idea. I'm a talking head about that. And so maybe take my other advice, I don't know. It goes back and forth. I just said I don't know anything about it, but I got a feeling. I got a feeling, but my money's not going there, so maybe you can trust me on that one. I just think that China has been put in a bad position. They reacted very poorly. And we're going to see that they are going to be put on the sideline for the world economy for the near future. And I would say for the distant future for a while, unless they make amends and come to us, pull everything down. And I don't see them doing that. They are very proud people with a very proud president. And I don't see them doing that at all. And that's why I think in a little bit distant future, they are going to react in a way that is not good at all. We're always talking about them going into Taiwan. I don't think it's going to happen right now, but they are going to see that their economy is not in a good spot at all. And I think they are going to react eventually. Not the immediate future, but they are going to do something because this is going to hurt them significantly when they see everyone else is inside this world working economy and they're having to sit on the sidelines and they can't just have that one up over the United States anymore. So I would prognosticate that they are going to do something probably within the next year or two, because they are their economy is going to be hurt significantly, very badly from this, very badly. All right, so if you're not aware of what happened, we're going to take a look at this column from Yahoo Finance. Stock market today, Dow explodes. This was yesterday, 3,000 points higher. S&P 500 has best day since 2008 as Trump paused this reciprocal tariffs. U.S. stocks skyrocketed higher on Wednesday as President Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs for most countries, yet at the same time upped increasingly ballooning levies on China. The benchmark S&P 500 roared up 9.5%, posting its best day since 2008. I saw also this was really the best day since World War II. We're always gauging on World War II because we were in a war and somehow our everything just went up. The markets just went wild and we made a lot of money. But this was a huge day. And I think we hit the bottom right there. I think we hit the bottom. the day before that. That's not to say that there's always going to be flipping and going back and forth, but we did see that roar yesterday. What happened? That it's looking good for the United States going forward. So if you weren't able to get into the stock market yesterday, I would say you're in a good spot to probably jump in now, because things are going to be going forward and looking up for the United States. Based on just historical trends and what Trump is doing, because this isn't a way to inflate money, because prices are coming down, mortgage rates are coming down, the rates in general, because Trump really just shocked everything. He shocked everyone. He shocked the world by what he announced and throwing the tariffs on and now pulling them back, but still leaving that 10%. The US dollar is going to grow stronger each day. So Trump always talks about the biggest economy we've ever had, the best economy in his first term. This is going to be, I believe, an economy that is going to last, because we are the ones taking front and center, full stage, and China is going off to the sidelines. They're going to fade. This is going to be the mark they are going to fade into not that superpower that they were. And that's what is giving me that cause to pause and think, will they react and escalate things in a much more dangerous position than they are doing it right now? Because all they can do is react with tariffs right now, but the rest of the world is going to play ball with the United States, and they are going to move to the side. And I'm just a little bit concerned by when you are a trapped rat in a corner and you don't got anywhere else to go, you're going to start lashing out and biting and doing things. People go to animal instinct easily when you got nothing else to live for and nothing else to play for. And this is the beginning of what's going to unfold for China. So will we see them do something crazy? I think we will, probably within the year or two. They're going to do something crazy, something we've talked about for years. They're backed in a corner, and it doesn't look like that way right now, because this is just a immediate reaction from me and what I think. But sometimes you can see the writing on the wall. And could this be something, that linchpin that sets things in motion and off? We'll see. But I would say that this is the thing, that the Kickstarter that is going to start that engine of moving forward to something maybe globally catastrophic. So, but the United States is in a good spot right now. And I don't think Trump should dial it down. Maybe try to de-escalate in certain scenarios. But China is the one that needs to come to the table. They're the ones that are in the bad spot. We are the ones with the cards. And we are the ones that are able to negotiate from a much stronger position than they have. So, but what do you all think? Do you think I'm way off basis right now? Or do you think something beautiful for the American future is about to unfold? Or do you think the rest of the world is going to see that they should have got on board with the United States a long time ago and wish they had? I think we are seeing that it's that reaction from the rest of the world, which is good. But for China, it does not look good at all. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Keep going and keep evolving to that best version of you.
I could see the cracks form in the paint, growing like a fire. What do I say? Can you see them? Can you see?